July, covering all things professional wrestling. A show by members of the Busted Open Nation. Welcome to the Nation's Corner. Here are your hosts, the Nation's Corner crew.
What's up, everybody? It's Saturday. You know what that means. We are live on Nation's Corner, and with me, I have a different set of misfits. I have Mongrovian Mike in his usual corner. How you doing?
What's up?
What's up? And then above him, I have a very special guest, Too Sweet Neil. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm great. And then down below me, I have our friend from the West Coast, Hijacker Mike. What's up?
What's up? It's been a minute, but what's up, y'all? Good to be with y'all. Please forgive me if you hear noise in the background because I'm at the lounge and we have the TV on with the NFL game. So when I do talk, I will mute and come back in and out. But love to be back on the show. And let's roll, baby.
All right. So real quick, before we get started with the wrestling talk, Mongrovian, do you want to take the floor?
Yes. Everybody knows already. If you don't, I'll let you know now. On 9:27 p.m. on December 30th, my mom took her last breath, and she's going to be greatly missed. She went out on her own terms, and that was it. She was just had a few things wrong with her that just all caught up with her, and that was it. She she passed on, and just wanted to say that she was mine and my brother's greatest defender in life. No matter what we effed up on, she was there for us, always had our back. And she went knowing that we have three great women, on our side. Everybody knows Miss Jackie, and but then there's my other sister-in-law is Jane, and Tara, and the past couple of years, Jane really, and Danny, my mom lived with them, but they all pulled together and took care of mom, and so I was able to get down there and spend the last hours with my mother, with our mother, and just wanted to say rest in peace, Mom. And I wanted to say that she said laughter is the best medicine. So I want people to watch a couple of things here. I could explain it to you. Got a little video, and everybody that knows NWA knows that I'm Mongrovian Mike because of Josephus, Joseph Hudson, my friend that followed me, all because I was stupid enough to just send him question marks and nothing else. And so, and I always did the karate. So yes. Deb, if you would please, just right. in honor of my mother, Gigi, she leaves behind 7 grandchildren and one, her 3 sons and daughter-in-laws, 7 grandchildren, and one great grandchild called my little boy Steven, who she lovingly called Cheeks. So
that's cute. All
this
right.
is in honor of her. Please play that and show that, and then we could show the picture.
It's okay.
Larry David, get over
anyway, I want to talk about my favorite wrestler, question mark, from NWA.
Isn't he a black belt in karate?
Karate.
No, she wouldn't know that nothing from nothing. Question mark is a punctuation that you should put at the end of a sentence. That's all she knew, but she played along. And then if you just show the picture, you know, one of our favorite tag teams, the Acclaimed, who are back together, I believe now.
Back together, but not quite back together.
Not quite, but they're not scissoring yet. But
they're not scissoring yet.
Here is my mother again. I go, Ma, just do what I do, and we take a picture. And she goes, what are we doing? I said, don't worry. So she she wouldn't know, and you know what? She would love the Acclaim. She would love the Acclaim because she would love how Max, when I met him in person and I said, okay, good night. I said good night to him, and he was helping our friend Leo behind the table, hanging out with them, and he said, good night, bye, Daddy. He called me Daddy.
Yes.
So, in honor of Shirley Carry On,
Cheers.
July 28th, 1940 to December 30th, 2025. I love you, Mom, forever. The whole family loves you.
All right.
Now, laughter is the best medicine. Let's laugh.
Okay, so we had a bunch of interesting stuff happen in wrestling this week. Interesting and some funny stuff. So we'll start off with what happened last night. We got a surprise title change. Well, I mean, kind of surprise. Kind of surprise. So yes, Drew McIntyre beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship in Berlin on SmackDown, which was obviously, since they were in Germany, it was on in the early afternoon. So anybody around the world, or those of us who pirate the high seas, watched it in the afternoon.
Yes.
And then everybody else watching it on USA Network watched it in normal time.
I even though I was working and I was on the Jersey Turnpike, I somehow managed to be in the UK at the same time to watch SmackDown while I was working. I don't know how that happened. It just,
I've asked you, matey.
Yeah, something happened, but
you know what's funny about that? Being a WWE fan, we got to be resilient with all the subscriptions we have to watch their content today.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, those of us that internationally travel on Mondays and Fridays,
and Tuesdays sometimes,
and yes, and sometimes Tuesdays, yes. So I caught up in it this morning. I decided to at least watch that part of the show, and it wasn't a complete surprise. It had been heavily discussed by most people that either they thought Drew would win or they at least thought he should win. And I kind of actually liked the way they did it, because we got Jacob Fatu making a surprise coming out. He starts attacking Drew because Drew was right at the gate, but then Cody kind of comes at him, so then he starts attacking Cody, which left Drew open to just roll himself out. So I thought that was really interesting, because it protects Cody because he didn't lose clean. And then Drew kind of still took advantage of a distraction, whatever it was. So I thought that was a good way to do it, and we'll see what happens with Drew going forward. He's already making me laugh on Twitter.
No, it was good. It was a nice, now you have options, because you can have Jacob with Drew or Jacob with Cody, and you can, and Cody, like you said, Cody's got an out for, even though he's the ultimate babyface, he's still, I didn't lose in clean. There was interference. The whole thing all three matches were great, and the fact that they were commercial free was even better. And it was just they really went out there, and the people in Berlin, they got their money's worth with that.
Yeah.
With those three matches,
And
especially
finally, Cody's bleach blonde hair got some color.
Yes.
Finally, some color. I don't know if it was, what is it? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the spots that they went through, like Cody jumping off the balcony like Jeff Hardy did back at Royal against the Dudleys way back at the beginning of this century. Cody doing that, and then the crossroads off on the announce table was just incredible. And just like I said, they went through it and they delivered, and it was a shocking way to end the match, but it was great because now they have options, and now it's like,
Right.
okay, cool. What do we do? You got to watch to.
I know
see
we got to
what's gonna
see a
be
triple
next.
threat match.
Triple threat. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I feel like, so we discussed this a couple weeks ago. We kind of been saying for, I don't know, like a year now, that we keep occasionally seeing glimmers of a possible Cody heel turn. So I kind of just think that, like, his whole shtick has been that there's always that brewing underneath the surface. So when is it going to boil over?
He bit Drew. He bit Drew to keep him from climbing over. He bit him in the leg or something.
Yeah.
I'm here for the Cody heel turn, because once he left WWE and he wrote the list, and that was another great spot.
The Cody cutter from the top was freaking amazing.
That was insane.
Yeah.
But just the whole, like, that whole heel turn and heel run that he had on the indies in, that little stint in TNA for like like 2 matches, but the whole time in Ring of Honor, whole time in New Japan, him in the Bullet Club, all the heel stuff he did was just, it made me a fan. Like I was like a little bit of a Cody guy when he was in WWE the first time, but once he left and he became the heel and the American Nightmare and everything that he did through the whole indie run, no matter where he went,
And
that really made me the fan.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys, you guys always compare to Outlander. I don't know what you're talking
Homelander.
But I understand.
Homelander.
Yes. Okay, there you go. That's why. I don't know. I understand the point you're making is like, he's a good guy, but sooner or later,
secretly a bad guy. Yes. So Homelander, for those who don't watch The Boys, and this comparison is made so many times, Homelander is basically the Superman type character in The Boys. Wears basically the same jacket that Cody wears, with the shoulders and the eagles and the red, white, and blue. Basically the same jacket.
Oh, is this the show where they're all superheroes, but they're bad instead of doing
they're
good?
They're superheroes, but they're run by a corporation, which is just that they're superheroes for PR. It's like the premise of the show. It's just all PR.
Okay, gotcha.
But the Homelander, like, his superhero character for publicity is like a Superman type good guy, but he's really like the most evil piece of shit ever.
I'm still waiting to see if Neil's going to get the American Nightmare tattoo on his neck too.
No. Even though I'm a grown adult of going to be 40 this year, if I came home with that, my mother would kill me. She would kill me.
Come on, Neil. I got 5 on it, Neil. I got 5 on it.
No. I'll get a tattoo. I'll get a tattoo anywhere else on my body, not the neck. Definitely no, not doing the neck.
How about the Tyson Tiger tattoo?
No.
Oh, God.
No face, no neck. No. I'll do my arms, my legs, my feet, my hands, my back. not doing a Cody neck tattoo. He even regrets the tattoo, Hijacker, because he didn't think it was going to be that big. Yeah.
What about the ass, Neil? What about the ass?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Fine. But
all right.
he's even Hijacker. Cody's even said in interviews before that when he drew it and he gave it to the tattoo guy, he thought it was going to be like the little tiny drawing that he had, and he didn't realize until he got it done.
How much room it would take, right?
Holy shit! Like, and how big it actually is.
Yeah,
you know?
It takes up a big chunk of his neck, man.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be like a little tiny, like, a little blip on my neck. Like, I can hide it. He didn't think it was going to take up like the whole thing like that.
Oh God.
He's like,
speaking,
so I can't go back from that now.
No, you can't. But speaking of Cody, I did want to mention the Cody's podcast episode with Finn Balor this week. I wanted to talk about that because I thought it was a really, really good conversation. They covered a whole lot of different topics, from the Bullet Club to the Demon, a whole bunch of different stuff. And you know, the viral moment at the very, very end, obviously.
Yes.
But yeah, I watched that one on YouTube. Normally I listen to podcasts while I'm at work, but I wanted to actually watch that one on YouTube because I wanted to be able to see them as they were just sitting talking to each other. But yeah, I thought, first of all, his story about how he thought of the name Bullet Club is fantastic.
Yes. And for he explains it, but I'll go into it. For those that aren't up on the Japanese wrestling like myself, when you go there and you're not an established name type person like Cody or anybody from here, Lance Archer, Shelton Benjamin, John Moxley, just a big name, and you go over there and you're a newer wrestler, you have to go through their training system, through their dojo. And essentially what that is you have to do everything for the senior wrestlers. So as he was still a young boy, he was training in the ring. And before every New Japan show, all the young lions, they're the young boys, they get in the ring, they stretch, they train, they do all their squats, everything that they normally have to do. And then they get in the ring. Then after that whole process, all the senior wrestlers come out and they get in the ring with the senior wrestlers and basically just get stretched. It's just a lesson of, hey kid, I'm going to stretch you, but you're going to learn something. And he was in the ring one day with Murder Grandpa Minoru Suzuki, and he caught an armbar on Suzuki. And Suzuki said to him, hey, Devitt, you're a real shooter. So for a year goes by, he gets called that from Suzuki, and he gets called that from legendary ref Tiger Hattori.
Okay.
And then after that, year goes by, the New Japan office comes to him, says, hey, we want to turn you heel, but we want to put you with a group. Gets put together with Bad Luck Fale, Carl Anderson, who his name is Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and then Tama Tonga. So it's just a mixture. So he kept thinking, he goes, Shooter, they call me Shooter, and then Machine Gun. So, and he's thinking about what puts us together is the Bullet Club. So right there, Finn Balor, Prince Devitt, Fergal Devitt, if you want to go by his real name, created, in my opinion, the greatest wrestling faction of all time, in my opinion, because it brought Japanese wrestling and New Japan to all over the world. Brought it over here even more because of the Young Bucks and Hot Topic and Pro Wrestling Tees, but
You know what,
all
Neil?
of that.
You know what,
Yeah.
bro?
What?
The Bullet. You're talking about how Bullet Club. I used to see Bullet Club shirts. Used to see them just like you, like they. People talk about NWA. The NWO shirts and the Austin
DX.
316 shirts and the DX shirts.
Yep.
Bullet Club shirts all of a sudden came out of nowhere, and you would see them. Holy God! I mean, and that was.
I saw them at Hot Topic before I really knew anything about that.
AEW.
Yeah.
Used to see them at the WWE shows and go, I'd be like,
yeah,
who's this Bullet Club? And then you find out, and
yeah.
I mean, I'm one of the people that became aware of them because of the shirts and the pop figures at Hot Topic.
Yep.
And that really opened them up and got their name out there more. Like we saw the Bullet Club shirts at Hot Topic, and then when I kept hearing about the Young Bucks and then the Bullet Club was just everywhere, and it started to filter into WWE shows where people WWE fans were noticing what's that about.
And not only that, after a point, the Bullet Club actually it's a New Japan thing. You couldn't say Bullet Club everywhere else, but there was Bullet Club representation in TNA. There was Bullet Club representation in WWE. There was Bullet Club representation in AEW. It was it was still, even though you couldn't come out and say, "Oh, we're Bullet Club." You knew it. You had you know what I'm talking about, Neil. So finish.
And I have all of you know it. I'm not going to get it out because it'd take a few minutes. But all of you know how many Bullet Club shirts I have. You've seen them all. I have them all. Michelle and I went to. Yeah, people wearing them, wear them everywhere.
Yeah,
but
live reaction from Neil.
Yes, I have all the shirts because Uncle, you've made fun of me before because you're like, how many do you have? And everything.
You're a young boy. Like if you could, you'd go to Japan and just be young boy. Let me set up the ring. Whatever.
Absolutely. But I have a Bullet Club.
Bring you the
hat.
ice packs.
Yes. I have a Bullet Club hat, so I'm going to Vegas this year for all the WrestleMania festivities and all the shows and everything. I have to go to WWE World because I have to meet AJ Styles and I have to meet Finn Balor because they have to sign this hat, and that's it. And more or less AJ Styles because we all know that this is his last year in the business.
Yep.
And if I could, Deb, segue AJ Styles into something else we were going to talk about.
Go right ahead.
Announced yesterday by Tommy Dreamer on Off the Ropes, which I hate even giving credit to Off the Ropes because whatever, that's another story.
Andre is a fine producer.
Yes, he is. And that is the takeaway that we will go with and the positive that we'll say about Off the Ropes. But Tommy Dreamer came on Off the Ropes.
Great.
Bishop's great. Nick too. Bishop and Nick are great. And Andre is a fine producer. But Tommy Dreamer did announce that on the live debut AMC show of TNA next week that AJ Styles will be on that show, and that's amazing because AJ Styles was TNA.
That's not only amazing, that's phenomenal.
There you go.
You get that? You got that?
I got that.
You got
yes.
that?
Yeah. But that's just great. Like the fact that he's going to be there. And the fact that he showed up at Slammiversary on Long Island at UBS was amazing and phenomenal. So it's just great that WWE and TNA have this working relationship and that AJ is going to be there to usher in the new era of TNA on AMC.
Yes. I'm really looking forward to next Thursday. We watched TNA this past Thursday. There's their last show on Access. And I know that I think they kind of mentioned it a little bit this morning. On Busted Open. I know that Tommy said about like they could have done, I don't know, like what's your favorite match of 2025 or something. But yeah, the only thing I thought was weird about this week's TNA episode was that I felt like it should have been kind of more of a special episode because it was the last show on Access, the last show before they start this new era. So, like, it was a fine show. It was a good show, but it was just kind of a normal show. And I thought, like, they should have done, I don't know, something more to kind of mark the occasion, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. But there's the only thing, again, because all of you know this about my job, the only thing that I don't like about the move is the time change.
Yes.
All of you know that I go to sleep early because I'm up very early for work. So I'll have to catch it the next day. I'm either going to have to somehow find it on AMC or I know AMC Plus does their subscription through Prime Video, which I have. So I'm going to have to figure out that or just get the AMC Plus app because...
Ask Chad. Chad will help you.
I'm not even.
No. He's good at that shit.
Hey, Neil.
We're gonna move on.
When you're in the chats and stuff with us or on Zoom and whatnot, I know wrestling is watching you most of the time, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know that. You absolutely know that is true. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
But no, that's the only thing that I don't like is the time change. But I get it. You're moving to a cable network, but like you said earlier, Hijacker, about WWE, we're resourceful to finding our ways and finding out how to watch it. That's what I'm gonna have to do with TNA now, and it's okay. But hey, it's all great. Cheers to TNA finally getting on a real, like
real
TV channel, and I just hope they continue to see it. And now that more people are going to get to see TNA, I hope they get more fans and they start to draw more in and can start going to bigger buildings and bigger buildings and bigger buildings because they're just so great. It's a great show. And I know they're going to have an awesome weekend.
Yeah. It's real nice to see it, man. Watching TNA for the last 20-something years, it's been tough because there's times we can't access them. When they were on Access, you had to buy, I think it was a Philo has it.
Philo. I have Philo.
Yeah, not everybody has that. So I picked it up so I can watch TNA several years ago, and then they've kind of jumped around. But it's good to see them on a strong cable channel that they'll get more eyes on, especially with what WWE's did with them the last year. Yeah. But it'll be great to see them on a big name channel, and more eyes will get to the product. So hopefully more people will get involved with TNA.
Yeah. And it'll be more adult oriented because of the shows from that channel, and hopefully they'll be like we heard I heard Mustafa Ali talking about how hopefully there'll be crossover between TNA and shows on there and there's
I
so much
don't
potential.
know if they have any current big shows like all the TV shows that Access or that AMC is known for. All those shows are over. Yeah. So all those shows have been over for years.
Isn't AMC?
All I know is that kind of those shows.
AMC is
more
the Walking Dead channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, and Mad Men are the TV shows that channel is primarily known for.
Okay.
And all of
yes, you're right about that. But I'm just saying, as far as worried about, it's not going to be, they're staying in their lane. They're gonna, but just the chance to expand and just I mean, we're all seeing the commercials like crazy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, they're definitely not,
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's the goal, is to just always try to, get your name out there to more people, and have more people aware of what you're doing, and have the availability to watch. I think it was Bishop that said the other day, was it Bishop or Nick maybe, that said the other day that whenever TNA used to come up in conversation, like the first question that people would ask would be, where do I watch it? It was always one of those things where, like, I don't know if they just didn't get the word out enough for where people could watch it, or if people didn't know, like, do I even have that channel? Do I have access to that? Hopefully, and still on the TNA app.
Yeah,
and
it's always around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's what Destination USA, the
Spike TV,
the Pop channel,
the weather channel.
Weren't they on like the TV Guide channel at one point? Like,
I think so.
I vaguely remember seeing that on there. Scrolling through the channels.
ROH almost laughed at them.
And then you guys do know, those that have YouTube TV, if you buy the sports package, they have a 24/7 TNA channel on YouTube TV as well. Which is cool. You get to see all the old pay-per-views from back in the day. Even when you see the Octagon ring, which cracks me up, because it's like I did not like that era, but now I watch some of the old stuff and I love to see it, because it's like, it's good to see it.
We hear the wrestlers hated
it. I love that era, but Mongrovian's right. Even the wrestlers hated it, because AJ Styles said that.
The fans loved it.
Yeah, AJ Styles said that on Chris Van Vliet when he was on there last year, that he hated that ring. Yeah, but that was the thing that really stood out, that really made them stand out, and really made you want to like watch it as a fan, was that 6-sided ring. Yeah, it was awful on the wrestlers. Yeah, that was great about it, was that it was different. Yeah, I feel bad for the wrestlers, but that's that's what helped them, gain prominence and eyes and viewership.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be exciting going forward. Obviously what they're doing is working. They just gotta, like you said, kind of stay in their lane and just
which they're great at doing.
Just focus on what you're doing and focus on your goals, and don't worry about trying, it's bugging me when I see so much of the us versus mentality out there. We don't have to make everything an us versus them. Like, we can all, you may not be into every show out there, but just having 3 companies succeeding is big. It's good.
No.
Okay, so right now you could look, and there's 4 of us on here. We all probably have one that we lean towards more. And I could guess where. I know Deb leans to AEW. Neil is a New Japan strong style rest, so New Japan UK style. My man
all
Hijacker.
Japanese.
My man Hijacker is an OG WWF WWE boy, and I love right now. I'm TNA. I'm psyched for TNA and NXT, and that's my jam right now. And
plus
I think there's big things on the horizon for a lot of the young stars. I mean, between Javon Evans and Leon Slater, I mean, it's and Deb, you know I don't go crazy for the flippy do shit. Those guys. And when we talk about AEW, I'm gonna give the Young Bucks props, because they fucking had me the other day too. So what? It doesn't matter. It's like that's what I mean. It's like, even if something isn't your style, you can still find something. You know what? Like I'm not the biggest death match with the light tubes and shit. Now
Yeah.
it's like I have to see every match Bear Bronson is in.
Of
I have
course
to
we
see
do.
every
Of course we
fucking
do.
match.
Let
You know?
Hijacker say what he wants to say. Go on, go ahead.
bro.
No, I just wanted to tap in as you say that, Mongrovian. Just like our sister Chris in Baltimore, I support the Dark Alley Brawls. Remember how she used to say, I never want to see Hijacker in the dark alley. Well, I still support the dark alley.
Yeah,
Brawls.
hey, in
Depths
her
of the
honor
hood.
on my
So-
new 2K25, I named my group the Dangerous Alliance. So there we go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, we love our
All right, so yeah, we all have different preferences, but that's great, and everybody succeeding is great. I'm excited for TNA. I want to get into real quick before we move to the AEW talk. I do want to touch on New Japan. Neil is chomping at the bit to talk about Tanahashi.
We
have
to pay honor to that.
Yes.
We had Wrestle Kingdom 20 last week, and Tanahashi retired. I thank you to Neil for giving me your password a while back. I was able to go in and find it pretty easily. I love how New Japan World cuts the show into segments.
Yes.
You know, Neil, that's
click on it to
bullshit, man.
watch
How
it,
am I
it goes
supposed to
into
make
the
some money on Venmo from people if you're giving out you're cutting into my side business.
Well,
Yo, Hijack, he's cutting into my side business, man.
Fuck. Let's slow it down here, Deb. Can we mute him for like 2 minutes? Can we mute him? Okay, because if I'm cutting into his side business, I'm not getting any. Where's my percentage? I know where you live. Okay, it takes me an hour to get there.
There's a
line. Well, Deb, I thought we were going to mute him.
God.
I thought we were going to mute him.
Here you go. Go.
If you profit off of me, where's my taste? I need a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just hop on the expressway. I'll be there in an hour.
I'll
be there in 1 hour.
Do I need to come
out
and mediate this?
I got
you can. You can. Yeah, I do. But I also
you want to be like Chris Jericho? I'll release the hounds.
But you know that I can also speak to the boss.
Neil, you know what? That's you know what?
I can speak to the boss.
This is Mongrovian card, man. That's bullshit.
Neil,
I can speak to the
you're
boss.
gonna have to bring out Jericho's list now. You're gonna have to bring out the list.
Yeah,
I made the list.
I know.
I know.
He has made the list.
We're not Tanahashi though, man. Let's hear.
Anyway, Tanahashi.
Okay.
Come on, Tanahashi.
Yes.
Yeah, no, because you definitely. All bullshit aside, if anybody's gonna school anybody on this show about Tanahashi, it's Neil.
So,
go ahead, Nephew.
So
say hi to Bear for me.
Thanks, Unc.
Have fun.
So Hiroshi Tanahashi, he is as Dave the Grecker likes to put it, and he's not wrong. He's the John Cena of New Japan. He is.
Yeah.
He was one of the three musketeers from that got crowned from the generation before him into the generation that he was in up till now.
Yeah.
Tanahashi, Shibata, the other guy is irrelevant, whatever. But and no, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. If anybody knows the other guy, that's okay.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Uncle knows. It's like the.
He's talking about Eddie Kingston.
No.
Oh, no.
It's like the Seinfeld episode. It's like the Seinfeld episode where Elaine needs to get the 3 tenors poster signed from the other guy.
The other guy, yes.
Yeah. That's what it is. But no, Tanahashi crowned retired. He's the president. He's working. Great story. Great story yesterday on Busted Open from Uncle Bully about how back then TNA New Japan had the working relationship. Tanahashi was in TNA, Okada was in TNA, and Bro, who is a fucking moron, and I can't stand that guy. Bro. Not even gonna say his name because it's not even worth it.
Okay.
How Bully said that, you know that he's getting put over by the Great Muta. Like, and for anybody that knows Japanese wrestling, the Great Muta is top tier. Like, came over here to the States, wrestled in WCW, all the territories, everything. Tanahashi is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. And for him to retire, it was inevitable. And I hate to say it was inevitable because not because of his age, but because of his body. And in the story Bully told yesterday on Busted Open, it is true. The ring's harder. It takes more toll on your body, and you get beaten up a lot more. And it's very hard to see him walk. His knees are ruined. He's got to get surgery on them, just like Tetsuya Naito needs knee replacements as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he had an amazing 26-year career. Just New Japan, going to the UK. There was a...
Stop
You're
when I'm
throwing
supposed
me
to
off
shut
because
up.
Neil's at a loss for words.
I'm reading the comment, and I'm trying to go on, and I'm reading the comment because
we think it looks like the Divas title, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Go on.
No. I'll get on. I'll get to that. But
We'll get there.
But the fact that Tanahashi lasted this long, and it only made sense because there was one of three or four opponents, whatever anybody wants to say. One of 3 or 4 opponents that should have faced Tanahashi to finish him off at Wrestle Kingdom in a sold-out Tokyo Dome. And I don't care, Walker Stewart, Chris Charlton, the numbers they said, it was well over 50,000 because they just kept opening seats.
Yeah.
But Okada was up there. He was one of the most perfect ones to have Tanahashi's final match, because just Okada coming back from excursion, facing Tanahashi, beating him for the title, winning the title, having as many reigns, beating Tanahashi's longest reign as champion. Okada was perfect. And then the match was just incredible, and you knew that you were going to get emotional, and I did, watching it on TV, watching it on New Japan World on my TV at 6 o'clock in the morning, not trying to wake up my mother because I'm screaming, I'm crying, I'm so into it, even though I know Tanahashi is losing.
Yeah.
Even though I know he's losing, it's how I felt watching John Cena, but 100 times, but times 100.
Yeah.
And then the ceremony after, just all the people that came out: Kenny Omega, Jay White, Will Ospreay, Tetsuya Naito, Kota Ibushi. You had the Great Muta. You had Tatsumi Fujinami. You had Katsuyori Shibata, which was amazing to see him come out there, gave him the flowers, but told them
Literally.
to have another match. Yeah, literally. Everybody that came out, they gave Tanahashi a bouquet of flowers. But Shibata came out, gave him the bouquet of flowers, gave him a hug. He backed up. He took his shirt off. He took his T-shirt off, and they had a little impromptu, chop/wrestling match because they're in the same class together.
It's like what we do when we see each other. Every time we see each other.
Exactly. Except I kind of kick you in one of your knees.
Yeah.
But
I ain't taking my shirt off though.
No. Please don't.
Need
Nobody.
To see the baloney tits.
No. But and then he cuts a very passionate promo, and he walks up the ramp, and they do this thing where he gets on this motorized cart that they're moving, like they had at WrestleMania 3.
Yes, I thought the same thing.
Yes. And he goes
it
around.
It would be great if they had John. If they had Johnny. What's his name? Johnny Swinger.
Yes. But it was a nice. It was a nice way for him to go around the whole Tokyo Dome, which is actually, for people who don't know, the Tokyo Dome is actually a baseball stadium. Yeah. But he got on this nice motorized cart.
Doesn't Naito do the point like the Babe Ruth point?
Yes. But it just the whole thing just really just got me all emotional and and happy and sad at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, Billy. Yes, it was. That was incredible.
So watching that and watching, that whole thing with everybody coming out and the giving the flowers and the send off and everything, it made me think, like, I completely understand why WWE did what they did with Cena. I completely get it. I'm not going to shit on that at all. It was great. And going forward with Gunther, like, I get it. I was fine with it. But watching what happened at Wrestle Kingdom made me wish that we could have seen that at Cena's last match. It made me wish that we could have seen, Cena in the ring with all of these people coming out and saying their final words to him and wishing him well. And I don't know. It made me realize how, like,
and that was
the aftermath of that match was kind of wonky.
And they did it WWE style. They did that whole big produced thing that everybody watched on screen, which would have been much better, probably. I know what you're saying. But you know what?
It was just the Triple H coming out and then the crowd booing, and then they show the video package and Cena walks away.
And
so you're the original Cena fan. Like I was never a John Cena fan, so I wasn't emotional at all about it. I know when I watch this match, I'm going to get emotional. And it doesn't matter that it's a month after, or it doesn't matter. It's like there are things that you could watch over and over again and get goosebumps. And I could still watch the Mike Piazza home run after 9/11. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And still get tears in my eyes, decades later. But that's what that is to me. Like, I appreciate John Cena, but that was just not. It was his time. It wasn't my time.
Yeah, and Deb, to your point, everything you just said is everything all the other Japanese wrestling fans like myself said that I've seen, that I saw across all social media of all the Japanese fans that follow it, like me, like Ezra, like other people that I know. They all were comparing, and they're all saying, I would have loved to have seen the way that New Japan did it for Tanahashi, that WWE do it for Cena. Yeah, you are completely right.
when they have the thing like sometimes there's a New Japan pay-per-view that's on at it's up they're on the West Coast, so you could see it at 10 o'clock as opposed to staying up till 2 o'clock.
Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
agree with you,
Like
Billy.
I wonder what the buy rate or what the American side of watching it, how many eyeballs are on it
the
as
American
compared to having to be up at a certain hour to see it live. I know there's the hardcore fans. AEW
like
has
me.
the sickos. There's the people that are gonna do no matter what. What does New Japan have to do to penetrate the USA audience? And I think I think it has to do with being able to see at least one show a week at a normal time.
So it used to be when TNA was on Access, it was TNA and then followed by New Japan.
Yes.
Then I guess for some reason Access or New Japan, whichever, or TV Asahi didn't like the deal. Whatever, who knows? But it was always TNA, then New Japan. This show was broadcasted live on the TV Asahi commentators were there live because it was going to be broadcast on there. Mm-hmm. This show brought in more fans from out here, from our area, to the show because of Tanahashi, Okada, Takeshita, the other people.
A whole lot of AEW fans were watching.
For
even
Takeshita,
if they couldn't watch live,
or
for anyone that doesn't know, I defy you to find a Takeshita or an Okada match. Either one of those two guys that sucks. I defy you. Watch
you won't
24 hours straight and tell me what match sucked. It's impossible.
You won't. But what they need to do is they need more TV out here. They need to get on a channel. But the problem out here is when they show what's going on out there, it's months behind. So they need something that's more
that people can watch live, or at least the next
day.
Hey,
on a side note, Neil, it's the same thing. Same problem we had with NWA. Me and you went. We were in t-shirts. We were in t-shirts at 70.
T-shirts and 76.
Shorts. And we didn't see it until we had the heat on in December.
Yeah.
It was like,
it
just sucked because we saw a lot of cool things happen. We're like,
we did.
When is it going to be? When and then
and you can't talk about it because it hasn't aired yet.
I don't know.
Yeah. We were in t-shirts and shorts in August, sweating our ass off. And we see it in November and December. But
so that's really the thing, is being able to watch it, live or even the next day.
Watch it more up to date. Not even the next day. If they can get on TV out here and they can get it more, that TV can get New Japan more up to date. Not saying that it has to be next
even
day.
within a week.
A week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 weeks, but
get something where you can get people hooked, and then maybe want to check out the pay-per-view. Because Neil, I've been on there and watched it where you don't have the American commentary yet. Yeah. Who, by the way, the English commentary, those guys are phenomenal. We know,
Walker Stewart, Chris Charlton.
Walker is phenomenal. The guy had a voice of a 45-year-old at the age of 15. He friggin' is amazing. He's amazing. He could be on the History Channel or something. Yeah, that's the voice he has. But and the British guy is just phenomenal.
Chris Charlton.
But that's beside the point.
Yeah,
New Japan is so good that even when you hear the Japanese commentary team. I don't know what the freak they say. I just hear Solis there.
Neither do I.
And I don't know. It's
neither
fucking
do
great.
I. But
that's
it's
what
amazing.
I mean. So it will hook people. It will get people.
Yeah.
And kudos to the, I mean, we know AEW does a couple of pay-per-views, where they have the, where they do a show with New Japan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we need New Japan. We need a New Japan show. Like we appreciate TNA with NXT, but we want TNA.
Yeah.
Because
fans are clamoring to be able to watch more stuff, to be able to watch stuff.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But back to the whole nucleus of the thing, Tanahashi. This photo right here.
Yeah.
This photo right here.
Yeah.
2019 WrestleCon, WrestleMania weekend, New York City was amazing, and I couldn't have been happier for him. And I'm just it's New Japan is moving in the direction that WWE's moving in now. Like, oh, okay, what do we do without the guy that we've had for the last 26 years?
Who do you think? Who's in your prediction?
Right now, Yoda Tsuji. So to move into another thing about Wrestle Kingdom that I knew we were going to talk about, that I'm just going to go right into.
Go ahead.
Yoda Tsuji versus Konosuke Takeshita in the semi-main event. It was IWGP World Heavyweight title, which was just fucking ugly. Thank you, Kota Ibushi. You're a great wrestler, but I hate you for creating this title. And I couldn't be happier that it's gone. Yes, the Divas title.
Yes.
It was Konosuke Takeshita, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. At least they cleaned it after
it appeared on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But I don't like that Takeshita beat Zach. Beat one of your favorites, Deb, and I know. I love
Takeshita.
Well, no. Takeshita beat Zack Sabre Jr.
Well, and I love Zack Sabre Jr., but I like Takeshita more.
Yes, but one of our sisters in here,
Trenda
is Zack Sabre Jr. is her favorite.
Yeah.
He beat Zack for the title, but it was a title for title match. Konosuke Takeshita had the IWGP World Heavyweight title. Yoda Tsuji had the IWGP Global title.
Mm-hmm.
Title for title. And Yoda Tsuji had said all the time that if he wins, he's retiring the World Heavyweight title and he's bringing back the Heavyweight title, which they call V4, which is the fourth version, which is just the most beautiful title in wrestling, in my opinion. Nice. That is a title that I don't have any wrestling replica title belts. That's the one I want.
Yeah.
That title. So amazing match. They, in standard New Japan fashion, they went out there and they beat the F out of each other for like almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. Great match.
Yes, it was.
Happy that Yoda Tsuji won because he got rid of that Divas era title and he brought back the real title.
And then what else did he do?
He separated them. So we got the IWGP heavyweight title and we got the global title.
Yeah.
Separated them. And then the next night at New Year's Dash, which great, it was in Ota Ward City Gymnasium, but New Year's Dash should just always be in Korakuen Hall. That's the purest of New Japan fan of me saying that. It's like, WWE Raw is in the Barclays. No, it should be in It should be in Madison Square Garden or the Manhattan Center.
Yeah.
Yeah. He backstage comments after the match. He said that the Bullet Club is no more, which
Yeah.
I still can't wrap my head around, and it still hurts me to say that the Bullet Club is dead, because the Bullet Club's not dead.
One last one,
Yes. One last one.
Yes.
The Bullet Club's not dead. It'll find its way, but I
was pretty shocked when I saw that news on social media. I was pretty shocked.
Yeah, because of the fact that Naito and Bushi left New Japan, so that left Los Ingobernables de Japón fractured. So that left them fractured, and then you had the Bullet Club War Dogs, which I was never that big of a fan of the War Dogs. Like why do you have to add a name to the Bullet Club? Just call it the Bullet Club.
Right. Because you're still in New Japan, so you're just the Bullet Club.
But I know that David Finlay had to throw his little spin on it, and I was never a big fan of the way he became the leader.
And supposedly now we might see him come stateside.
Yes, because what New Japan does is they run a year-long contract.
Okay.
So his contract comes up at the end of the month. His contract. Clark Connors, Driller Maloney, Sonata, Evil, but I'm sure they'll be back. But Yota Tsuji announces in the backstage comments after New Year's Dash match that the Bullet Club is no more, and that they're going to be called now the Unbound Company. And I'm just like,
yeah.
What Neil?
I'm like, so what do I do now? Like the Bullet Club had a 13-year run.
Yeah, but
they had a 12.5-year run, because they didn't make it to 13 years, because 13 years would be in May. So I'm like, oh, okay. But somebody's going to come back. I'm hopeful, and I know somebody will come back, maybe Driller Maloney or Jay White, and reform, because the Bullet Club can't die, and it won't die.
Maybe the Saudi Prince can bring the Bullet Club back together like he did with DX.
It.
He did it with DX and the Brothers of Destruction. He even tried to get Andre back, but that didn't work out.
So in that whole thing, yes, that's all that happened. That's going to be my first and only wrestling tattoo is the Bullet Club logo. One and only. That's it. Because as the NWO said, the NWO is for life, and so is the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
So Bullet Club for life. I have the T-shirt. I won't take it out, but it's there. But
do it.
You
gotta have Lindsay Snow do it.
That just hurt.
Oh, if you see Lindsay and have the opportunity,
that's an idea right there. But that just hurt. That hurt me in the soul to watch him say that. But,
I hear you. I hear you, bro.
I know.
But,
I know.
I'm happy that he won. I'm happy Yota Tsuji won. I'm happy he brought back the most beautiful title.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see it. next month, the end of February, New Japan, New Beginning, Trenton, New
Yes.
Jersey, Cure Arena. I will be there.
Sweet.
Front row, not the front row ringside, but I'll be there front row at on the balcony. So
Okay.
awesome. I'll be
Maybe front row
there
at the
front
bar.
row. That too.
The bar.
That too. I'm always there. I'm always
Yes.
that too.
Yes.
But yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff. If I can go on on a little side small extra
All right, real
tangent
quick
of
before
Japanese.
before we get to AEW stuff. Real quick.
Okay. Pro Wrestling Noah. Whatever. Fuck that. I forgot his name. But today, Maki Ito signed with Stardom. Maki Ito has signed with Stardom.
We love her.
Big matches in Wrestle Kingdom. Zack Sabre Jr. won the New Japan 6-man tag match scramble.
Nice.
Saya Kamatani, after a year-long reign as the Stardom champion, she lost the New Japan Strong title that she won. So she will have a big match on the next Stardom show against Starlight Kid, one of my favorites. And I know Guido in Tennessee, one of his favorites.
Okay.
Inamura, that's his name. Yoshihiki Inamura.
Okay.
When he was on NXT, was on excursion, went back to Pro Wrestling Noah, beat Kenta for the title, defended it successfully against Ozawa on Pro Wrestling Noah New Beginning, which if nobody has, I suggest people get Wrestle Universe. It's an all Japanese wrestling streaming service that has
I think that's on the
so
Fire
many,
Stick.
And I probably gave you the password because I probably gave it to the old man as well.
I can't remember. I think that app is available on the Fire Stick.
Yeah, but Pro Wrestling Universe, Pro Wrestling Noah, Tokyo Joshi Pro, Marigold. Marigold is amazing. Mayu Iwatani, the ace of Joshi Wrestling, she won the GHC Joshi title at the Big Marigold show. So she's the first Joshi wrestler to hold GHC and Stardom and Marigold titles, and just amazing. Everybody, just go watch Japanese wrestling.
There
You'll love it.
We just had
watch
a
Japanese
fucking
wrestling.
101. Cool. We had a master class on Japanese strong
style
there you
wrestling.
go. That's why you're here. That's why you're here.
Neil, you fucking rock, brother.
Yeah.
And no
matter how many times I fuck with you, man, you rock.
Yes. And not to mention, Julia had a great match on SmackDown, and we all know I love Julia, so
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci, Matane. I have to meet her this year, so hopefully that works.
Yes,
out
you do.
for me.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
All right. So on the AEW side, kind of tying it together, because honestly, if it weren't for a lot of the crossover with AEW, I wouldn't be nearly as interested in keeping up with happenings in Japan. So yeah, I mean that's a score.
I got a question for you, Deb, because I know you're the AEW person. What do you think?
Don't ask me to explain things because
no.
My brain is
But the question: how do you feel, and where do you think it's going to go between Okada and Takeshita?
Ooh, I honestly I'm honestly the type of fan that I don't really put much thought into fantasy booking things. I'm just kind of I'm just excited to see what happens. I don't really go into the weeds of thinking about things like that.
It's definitely on a slow burn, that's for sure.
And that's one of
No, it
And
is.
that's-
No, it is. It's
That's
good.
honestly
No,
one
I
of the
don't-
things that
I
I
like
liked.
it.
That's
Yeah,
one
no,
of the
I
things
like
that
it
I
too.
loved about this whole thing is that it is very much a slow burn. It was weeks
Yeah.
and weeks of kind of teases of them looking at each other weird and just having little stare downs. And I don't know where it's gonna go, but I think whatever happens between them will end up really splintering the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
Only one has
the
a title now, right? The only
Yes.
Takeshita lost. So
Okada.
now
Right.
Okada's the only one that has that has a belt.
Right.
And in your and in my question and in your answer, what do you think? Like, who's going to be the one that Don Callis really sides with? What do you feel?
I think Don Callis is going to side with Okada.
Oh,
because
okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
think-
feel.
Interesting.
I think that
Interesting.
Takeshita is becoming more of a baby face, and because Don
Yeah.
Callis is a heel and gets a lot of heat, like and it's a heel faction overall, and
Not only
Takeshita
that- not only that,
Takeshita has
Deb-
become a fan favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not only that, Deb, but also Takeshita was like one of like the original like 4. I'm gonna say the original 3 in the Don Callis family when it's fun. Of course, they.
Something like
I
that.
mean, well, it was the Young Bucks were never really in it.
No,
It was
no.
Omega,
No.
and then they turned
No.
on Omega. But I mean, like,
And then
Takeshita was, like,
Osprey
one
and
of-
Fletcher.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Osprey
Yeah.
was kind of forced in there too. But the other guy,
Right.
Takeshita was like a full-fledged like I'm a Don
Yeah.
Callis guy, but now there's like 50 other people. That's like
Yeah.
Now
Now we got Jake
for the
something.
BWO, the LWO.
Jake Something, yeah. Jake
Yes.
Something.
Now we got Jake something.
What's his
Jake
name?
Doyle.
Because I
So
know.
his name is Jake Doyle, which is
Yeah.
his
Okay.
name.
Okay.
But
And then
you guys don't mind me
Hold on.
cutting in real quick. I'm losing battery here, and I got to cut out. I got to go charge my phone because it's been jamming me like crazy here at the lounge. But I apologize. to
Smoking
cut
the
off
Bay,
convo.
everybody. Smoking the Bay.
Smoking
Yeah,
the Bay on
Smoking
Twitter
the
and
Bay.
Instagram. Make sure you follow.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to,
All right,
I'm
have a
hoping
good
to
night.
jump in since we slow down at work. I'm hoping to catch up with you guys more on the show
Smoke
throughout
them
this
good
coming
cigars.
26. Definitely, man. So if you guys want to catch me, Mr. Mac, Jack and Mike, or if you want to catch my cigar channel, Smoking the Bay, y'all.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night. We'll catch you later.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
Later. So I think like the Don Callis family, like he's kind of amassing like a football team.
Yep.
It's getting
he's
bloated.
got-
It's getting bloated. But
and he's-
even a
and he's
football
got
team
somebody-
can only have one quarterback, right?
And
Yeah.
he's got somebody that's going to work because Andrade returned to New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom,
Yes.
and he aligned himself with the United Empire, which is a New Japan faction that was initially created and started by Will Ospreay.
Yes.
So you could tie in that Andrade's in New Japan with the United Empire and
Yeah.
in AEW, and so is Will Ospreay.
Yeah, and Jake something, now Jake Doyle, which immediately made me think, Doyle rules. Yeah.
Oh, Doyle
Immediately.
rules, yes.
And
Yeah.
I saw a post online and it was funny. Jake Doyle and Mark Davis sound like the asshole football players in like an 80s comedy.
Oh yeah.
Like they just sound like those asshole jocks that would like bully other people. Jake Doyle and Mark Davis. But yeah, it's I'm excited to see, and we knew that Andrade was going to be coming back soon. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. So it was a really cool moment. Big surprise. Like you said, we had seen him show up on New Japan a few days before that.
Yep.
yeah, good. I mean, good things on the horizon, and things that I'm excited to see where it goes. And just for me personally,
he got
as
a new
fan,
lawyer at least, that he was able to get everything straightened out instead of Joe
and
Neckbone.
you know what? That's such a crazy thing, because I had seen some stuff online where he was on like, some Mexican talk show or something, kind of just explaining the situation. And, he said he had to get a new lawyer. And, seemingly the lawyer he had before didn't make him aware of the clause in his contract. I mean, that's what you pay lawyers for, to read the contract for you and explain things to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Abyss, did he not know that Abyss's brother was really not a lawyer?
Yeah. So yeah, he's back in AEW, Andrade, and I'm excited to see where things go.
Up. Frozen. Yeah, no, we're excited to see where things go. Excited to see where he lands in the Don Callis family, and he lands in the United Empire in Japan, and how he makes the travel work for himself and makes the stories work.
Yeah, and hopefully he'll be able to hook up with the because they have the relationship with the CMLL. So that's a big plus. And
no, it is.
Deb is just stunned by our brilliance. That's what it is.
She is. Another thing I want to talk about AEW. She brought it up in the pre-show. They're in Texas doing Collision tonight, and a match of two women that we both know very well, Lady Frost and Mina Shirakawa.
Mm-hmm.
We both have had the pleasure of meeting Lady Frost.
Yep.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Lady Frost and Mina Shirakawa. For me, it's just a match of like, I really don't care who wins, because I'm a fan of both of them. So what do you think, Unk? What do you think of that match?
It should be a really
no sound.
You can't hear me?
No. Nope.
Do we not have
Nothing.
sound because we lost Deb?
Nothing.
Are we not recording? You know what?
So,
I don't know what's going on.
I can't hear Mongrovian Mike. I apologize. We're having some technical difficulties.
It must be the end of the show.
Yeah, I think
we'll
I
see
think
what
we're just going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to just have to listen to me talk, because I can't hear Mongrovian Mike, and Deb is somewhere.
I don't know how you can't hear me.
Who knows?
I wonder if the people out there can hear me.
Personally, I'm going to pull a Tommy Dreamer card on that match and say I'm rooting for both of them because I'm hardcore. I saw a graphic from Vert Vixen for Collision tonight. Her, High-End, Maya World. 3 amazing women from the state of Texas. Couldn't be happier for all 3 of them. They're all great. They're all amazing. They all busted their ass. Maya World, very young in the business, very young in age, but
yeah.
Oh, hey, Deb.
My power just blinked. Like
really?
My blinked and everything. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
What the heck?
I can't hear the old man. I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
I can hear both of you.
I can't
hear
him. I can hear him, and he just keeps droning on and on.
You know, he's just talking, but I can't hear him.
All right. So what were you guys talking about?
We went on about Collision, about Mina, like you said, Mina Shirakawa versus Lady Frost. a match
Yes.
that we're all invested in because, you know, some of us, me, have met both of them.
Yes.
Lady Frost is the friend of the group, you know.
Yes. We love her.
We all love Lady Frost, you know. So basically, I said that I'll take the Tommy Dreamer card and root for both of them.
You're hardcore. You'll take them both.
Go
Yeah.
team.
I saw a graphic from Vert Vixen on her Facebook earlier that it's her, Hyann, and Maya World in a 6-woman tag match tonight on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Against
which is
that and Babes of Wrath.
Yeah.
which is awesome because that's 6 great women right there.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And
And
you
two
know
strong
that match
arms.
is gonna be awesome.
So we also have Commander and El Clone, which I'm excited for, and Mark
Who's El
Briscoe and
Clone?
Hechicero. El Clone, so he showed up a little while ago as kind of part of the Don Callis family, if I remember correctly, when Seth can remind me because I'm not very good at remembering things. When El Clone showed up when what's his face was out.
What, Commander?
One of the other luchas. Was it Commander? Maybe.
Is El Clone the evil, dark, like version of Commander?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
okay.
he was just kind of, you know, in the background in the segments, and we just got his debut match this past week. Hologram.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, hologram.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hologram.
Okay.
And yeah, so it was cool seeing him, you know, wrestle for the first time in AEW. I know Ezra has spoken before about who he was in Mexico. So
Yeah.
I really love that AEW has a whole ton of lucha wrestlers, even if, you know, sometimes my brain can't think of their names.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the mixture of styles that we see across the board. And
who doesn't love a Beast Mordos match? Come on.
For real.
Really?
And
man.
Hechicero. Who doesn't love a Hechicero match? Come on.
Just to have Don Callis announce him.
Yeah.
No, but that's what we were really talking about. And like you froze mid your power everything when I asked you the question about Takeshita and Okada.
Stunned.
So
yeah.
So who do you think is going to be more the face, more the heel? And what do you think, when do you think they get to the title match for Okada's title of Okada and Takeshita?
Well,
Because
Revolution is not until mid-March.
Okay.
So we have
And
quite a ways to go.
That's the next pay-per-view.
That's the next pay-per-view. That's the one they're currently advertising for.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's March 15th, 14th, something around there. So yeah, we have quite a while to the next pay-per-view.
I think they just gotta have beef with each other before there's even a title. Before there's even a title in the match.
Yeah.
Right.
I know you
whatever
don't hear
he
me,
said,
Neil,
I
but
can't
Deb
hear
hears
him.
me. Deb, tell him.
But whatever.
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said that they can have beef with each other
That
before they go for the title. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, they have quite a while to build to it, and it's like you said, it's been a slow burn with the conflict between the two of them. Takeshita is definitely the face in the situation.
Absolutely.
He's become the fan favorite, and Okada, like, I know that some people aren't too thrilled with what Okada's been doing, but you know, he comes out and he flips people the finger and he calls people bitch, and he's good at it. So
Yeah. No, I know. I'm one of the people that's not happy, but I'm like, oh, okay, we get an entertaining side. And
Yeah.
I get it, and I understand, and I laugh when he does it because
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
You know, once
But
upon a time, a person named Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, drank some beer, and give people the finger and left, and people loved him. So.
Oh yeah, and I love and I love that. You know,
Yeah, as much
I'll
as
drink
we
some
hate
beer and
the
let
bitch,
people off.
you know, the bitch part, like Okada can get away with
And
it.
it worked, and it was great.
Yeah.
It works.
No,
it
but
works.
it's hilarious, and
Yeah.
I really popped huge when they went to the first wide Rainmaker shot of Okada and Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom, and
Yeah.
Okada flipped everybody off. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. You're still bringing it in, cool, but then you brought it in. And the Rainmaker that finished off Tanahashi was what it used to be. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's great. I completely agree with you that, you know, Takeshi's going to be the face
Yeah.
and Okada's going to be the heel.
I just know this motherfucker can't hear
And they
one word I'm
definitely
saying right now,
can
Deb.
draw this out.
So I'm just gonna say that, like,
What is he saying?
Neil is the biggest fucking Eddie Kingston mark you ever
What?
saw in your life. This
All
guy.
right, let's wrap this shit up.
I can't hear. Yeah, I can't hear anything
You
you
can't
say.
hear him.
So
Neil, it's
so
okay.
I don't know if
whatever.
my computer glitched out the stream. I
Yeah,
don't
Neil,
know.
it's okay
but-
if you can't hear me, Neil. It's,
Yeah,
it's cool
okay.
because when you listen back to the show later, you're gonna
whatever.
text me. Fuck
He
you, old
said
man.
when you listen back to the show later, you're gonna love it. All right, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
We've talked too much over Collision now, so I gotta go back and watch what I've missed.
Yeah, we're half an hour over. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
It was
right,
a Death Rider schmaz. Don't worry.
All right, okay. All right, so Neil, where can people find you?
Right there. Right there on Twitter.
No, you point to the wrong
on the other
side,
side of you.
fuckhead.
On the other side of you. On the
There
other
you
side
go.
of you.
The other way.
right.
Over the other way. Opposite
other way.
way. Opposite way. There you go.
Yeah, whatever. The name on the bottom of the screen. I thought, you know, whatever. I'm trying to do your thing.
We know Neil loves
Okay.
Eddie Kingston. He loves
whatever.
Bull James.
That name on the bottom of the
Yes.
screen on X or Twitter, Instagram, Craft Beer Neil, because I do love my craft beers.
Yes, you do.
Shout out to my favorite brewery in Pennsylvania, Trogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to
favorite
shout out
beer.
to your favorite show,
PA.
Jonathan
Yes,
Coachman off
my
the road.
favorite
Sweetest place
beer.
on earth.
My favorite beer, Nugget Nectar. They're gonna make
Yes.
my other favorite beer coming out later this month called Double Nugget, which I've had this beer before our friend Chad from Albany. So ha, Chad, I've had it before
Chad.
you.
Chad.
And I will have Double Nugget Nectar before him. So ha to him.
All right.
Wow.
Instagram, Craft Beer Neil, you know, whatever. I will be out in Vegas, WrestleMania weekend, April 15th to April 20th. I will look a lot different because my hair will be cut and my beard will be trimmed. Because I live in New York, so it's cold out here in the wintertime.
You need the extra warmth.
Gotta protect everything to keep it warm. But if you see this face out in Vegas, just come up to me. I might be able to, I might just curse at you because I'm from New York, so we're not that friendly. But just be like, oh hey,
friendly, just in a different way.
Yeah. We're friendly, but we use a lot of vulgarity towards you if we don't know you. Yeah. But if you see me, just be like, oh hey, I saw you on the Nation's Corner, and be like, yeah, then I'll be nice to you.
Nation's Corner will be out and about in Las Vegas Mania weekend, going to all the shows, going to all the parties.
All of them. Everything.
Fully Raised, Rooftop Rocker Part 2.
Part 2. The Busted Open Masters class.
Yes.
GCW
Everything.
collective
I'm sure
shows.
You'll be at Stadium Swim again.
Peter Rosenberg meet and greet.
And And
Did
the thing
Jonathan
for people
Coachman
to
meet and
really
greet?
understand and know,
Yes.
if you come up to me and you meet me and I'm just really mean to you, just make sure you have a beer. Hand me a beer. I'll be your best friend.
Yeah, if you give Neil a
Yes.
beer, he'll be perfectly pleasant.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
yeah, the name on the screen for X, Twitter, Craft Beer Neil, Instagram, and maybe I'll
Right.
see you out in Vegas.
All right.
There you
Mongrovian,
go.
where can people find you? Last words.
Hey, it doesn't matter where people can find me. Just the fact that Neil can't hear one word that I'm fucking saying. So if you run into Neil in Vegas, just tell him how much you love Eddie Kingston and
Yes.
and Peter Rosenberg and Coachman. And that's all you got to do. Strike up a conversation with him about that.
I think Neil's trying to listen to you.
He... No, I just want to say that thanks everybody. Listen, we laughed a lot tonight, and that's what my mom wanted on her on her card. Laughter is the best medicine, and you guys made me laugh tonight, and I hope I made you guys laugh. And it's been a rough week, and
it's been a rough week. We made it through.
But it's been a great week in wrestling, though, and unpredictable and predictable all in the same. So,
yeah,
what can you say?
Yeah. All right. I am at That's So Debonair on the Twitter machine, the Instagram, the Blue Sky. Find me there. Click the link in the bio. You know you want to, and you can find us. You can find us at Nation's Corner. We are on X, Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram. Follow us everywhere. Subscribe to this YouTube now.
MySpace.
We are not on MySpace now.
AOL message boards.
We are not on AOL Instant Messenger. No. We do have an away message that has an emo song lyric on it. However,
Skype.
We are not on Skype. Follow us at Nation's Corner and subscribe and like and give us a comment and tell us you love us, because we all need some extra love.
If they want to send us a message, give them our fax number.
Stop it. All right, have a good night.